Hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. So Monica from IELTS 9 listening also, because I have launched my new channel. Here you will get more listening videos. So I am trying to upload more and more videos regarding listening. So please support this channel also and support here also. Please, I am helping you out. Okay, thank you so much. So surprisingly, there is no title for this reading, and this is actual reading from recent exam, IELTS exam. Okay, sorry, IELTS is missing here. IELTS exam. Okay, so surprisingly there is no title of the reading passage. So how will we come to know what type of reading is this? So definitely at the end they will ask you one question to select one title. Okay, now no need to read this, or you want to read first sentence. Recent years have been a barrage of dystopian young adult novels grow in popularity among overnight. So means they may be talking about novels, books and all. Okay, now I will not be reading any word from here. I will directly go to the type of questions. Let's look at the type of questions first. See, you have to do practice with me. That's why I am showing the full screen, full page. So you can do practice with me. There is no harm. So list of heading, first type of question, we have list of headings, and always read the instructions. It has 7 paragraphs labeled A to G, and choose the correct heading for paragraphs A to G from the list of headings below. Okay, so these are the questions you can see. Second type of question, short answer questions. So they have given 5 questions for here, and we have to write no more than 3 words. Third is MCQ, multiple choice question. Definitely choose the correct letter out of these. Which is the best title for reading passage 1? Okay, so we will just do it, and let's start with list of heading. How you are going to do list of heading? So some people, some IELTS test taker, they are doing reading with selecting the words. Sometimes, so like they have given 7 questions. Out of 7, you can easily get 4 questions when you will be focusing only on words. But 3 questions you can't get by matching the words from the heading. So it's important to read these headings 2-3 times. Try to understand the meaning of the important keywords. Okay, so first I will be doing this activity. Teens are increasingly urged to conform. So what is conform? If you don't know the meaning of this word, then teens are increasingly urged to conform, means to follow some rules and regulations kind of thing is this. So the dystopian model scrutinize means something you are just reviewing reviewing a scrutiny, means you are just taking each and every point of view. That is scrutinized. Dystopian novels now focus on climate change. Okay, climate change. Now focus on, now also important. Now means nowadays, these days, or modern era, or something like that. And focus on, these novels focus on climate change. The original dystopias. So original. So what is original? So original means like when it started, and original history about, you can say history about this thing. Fifth, dystopian literature's accomplishment will outlive. Will means future, outlive means how much time these literature accomplishment outlive. It means the lifelong kind of thing will be there, but it will be about future. So a score of dystopian novels has taken over YA shelves. Okay, a score of novels, these novels has taken over YA shelves. Okay, the roots of dystopia can be found in teenage experience. The roots, the main things can be found in teenager experiences. Okay, so why I am doing these circle kind of thing? Because I am thinking that these words are important. So here if you don't know the meaning of this word, then leave it. Then teens are increasingly urged to do follow some urge to just leave it. Dystopia is already dead. Okay, is already dead. It means there is no more demand of dystopia. Dystopias promote ethical thinking. Now what is ethical? So you should know this meaning also. So ethical means connected with your, what we can see, with your local beliefs, or with your local beliefs relating to country or your family history and all. Okay, ethical thinking, so moral values kind of thing this is. Now we have already read all the list of headings. Let's read one by one paragraph from A paragraph. Now this is A paragraph. As you know, mostly they are discussing about the introduction, about the main topic. Have seen recent years, you can also read it. I am also taking my pencil far. Novels, young adult, dystopian young adults novel grow in popularity almost overnight. Okay, these names are given. These novels set in post totalitarian or other ruthless so worlds have gained much momentum that the trend has seeped into film industry. Multi-million dollar TV series gracing the big and small screen. But what is it about dystopian stories that make them so appealing to readers and audiences like? Okay, read it please. I will go to the questions. Now we have read that dystopian novels have taken over this thing. Yeah, a score of these novels or books has taken over YA shelves. So we have come to know that these novels have they are more popular among youngsters, and this thing they have given. I will show it to you again. So let's read other one also, because that I when I was looking, so I really find it very close to A paragraph. Are increasingly urged to conform. To conform means to obey a rule or law. Model scrutinized means I told you the meaning. Novels now focus on climate change. No, there was no, they were not talking about climate change. Originals, no. Literature accomplishment will outlive. This is also not given. The roots of can be found in teenage experiences is already dead. So I am finding this statement near to A paragraph. I will show you again. So with A, we can go with sixth one. I will show you the statement. The score of novels has taken over YA shelves. Read it. Read again. I am just holding it. Okay. Now I am going to read B paragraph. So here they are saying recent years have been a barrage of this young adult novels grow in popularity. First line is saying novels grow in popularity. Almost these books names are there. These novels set in this totalitarian and have gained much momentum that the trend has seeped into film and all, everything they have given. Okay, although we have not found this YA shelves, but still we can just correlate the things that popularity kind of thing with that statement. Now coming to B paragraph. Dystopias are certainly nothing new. Okay, the world itself meaning bad place, Greek days, like we were doing these kinds of things in science subjects in our 10th class, 9th, 10th, and history also. Whatever the topic was there, first we need to tell the from where it has taken the word. So Greek days, topos, since 19th century, New World, commonly regarded as the first novels that fit firmly into genre were published. This and this novel is, so I will find it. So after reading this, the word this itself, it means they are talking about history of the world, history, origin of the thing. Teens, they were not talking about this thing. Model scrutinize, no, scrutinize was not there. Now focus on climate change was not there. The original dystopias, so it means they were talking about this. So we will go with B, and fourth is there. So we have done these two. We will just cut it like that. You have to do like this only. Now coming to C paragraph. C. So I am doing it very slow. So don't take it as a that I am taking so much. I am explaining it well also. So according to film critic Stephen, it is the similarities that can be drawn between these settings and the daily lives of teenagers. Word now here it is that make why dystopian stories so captivating. The high school experience is also there, involves the same social structure. Hunger Games, for example, the facts, The faction divergent. Teenagers might not literally have to fight each other to the death, to go through trials, to join a virtue-based faction for the rest of, but there is something in each story that connects to their own backgrounds. Cutthroat race for high school popularity might feel like an annual, and the pressure to choose a clique at school bears a strong resemblance to dilemma in Divergent. So they are talking about teenagers, their experience, and they are saying faction for rest of their lives, but there is something in each story that connects of their own backgrounds, means ethical thinking also they are just trying to tell. So two things are there. Teenagers have their roots with school experience kind of thing, list of heading was there, and ethical thinking also. But let's read the options. So here promote ethical thinking, this is also given, and one more, the roots of dystopia can be found in teenager experiences. So what we can write it, I think this is matching teenager experiences. The roots of can be found in teenager experiences. So I will go with 7th one. C means 7th. Okay. So I will show you this paragraph again. So you can see this. It is similarities that can be drawn between this setting, daily lives of teenagers, that make stories so captivating. The high school experience involves the same social structure of Hunger Games. This they have given, and so if we read it thoroughly, we can get easily that teenager experience. Now let's move on to D paragraph. You do it with me, then it will be useful. This person name is there. Okay. Study reports similar findings, identifying themes such as humanity, the struggle to establish an identity, and the development of this relationship as learning agent, deconstructing a score of popular YA dystopian novels released between these. Argue that these two persons are argue also that the topic explored by this literature are appealing to teenagers because they are an appropriate fit with the intellectual changes that occur during adolescence. Teenagers grow adult, they develop an interest in social issues, current affairs, according to author. So here they are focusing on these two persons, what they are finding, reports, what they have given reports about these books, similar finding. So it means they are scrutinizing the books. Okay, that topic was there. Their findings are, so this model, the dystopian model scrutinize. I will go with this D paragraph, second one. Okay, so these two persons were scrutinizing it. Okay, now coming to E paragraph. D is also is here, full paragraph you can see, and you can pause the screen and read the D paragraph again for your confirmation. E, all of this still does not explain why this upsurge, means uprise in this literature is happening now. Does not explain why. Okay, though best-selling author, this different explanation trend, she says, is a worrying sign of times to come. What all these stories have in common is that all assume that environmental word is also there, is not only eminent but also completely inevitable. Moral principles, ethical thinking is also here. Bergame, though, through these works of fiction, particularly for young people, as they are the ones who will bear the brunt of climate changes. YA author makes a similar point, suggesting that the bleak futures portrayed in modern literature are a response to social anxiety brought forth by pollution and overconsumption. Now, in this paragraph, two signals are there for match the heading. We have got environment related word also, and we have got ethical thinking, like that kind of word also. But basically what they are talking that these youngsters have to bear all about the climate change in future. So but let's read the options. So options, first are increasingly urged to conform, obey a rule. No, this was not given. Model, this we have done. Novels now focus on climate change. So climate change word was there, but now focus on climate change, this is missing. So it means this will not come. Okay. Literature accomplishment will outlive. No, the roots of can be found in teenage that we have already done. So these two are done. Is already dead. No, it is not given. promote ethical thinking, then we will go with this. So that's why we have to scrutinize each and every list of heading after reading the paragraph. Now coming to F paragraph. I am showing E also and F also. Let's read F1. The threat of natural disasters is not the only reason novels are so popular today. Okay. However, this person name notes that what has also changed in recent years is humanity's approach to personal identity and young people roles in society. Okay. Adolescents, she says, are increasingly dragged into rigid molds through increased standardized testing. Increased homework levels, novels come into play because they present protagonists who refuse to be identified someone else, role models who battle against the status quo. Okay, is not the only reason. Notes what has also changed in recent years approach and are increasingly rigid molds through increased standardized testing. Okay. So novels come into play because they present protagonists who refuse to be defined by someone else, who battle against the status quo. What is status quo? You should know it. So I am confused with this. Let's leave it. But let's read the options for this. To obey a rules and regulations urged here to they are urged or to follow rules and regulations. And what is left? No, this is completely out. Accomplish with outlive feature is already dead. No. So rules. So let's read it again. I will just tell you the special word for this, rules and regulations. When we were reading it, nothing we have found it, but here they are saying something. Personal identity, young people's role in society. Adolescents, she says, are increasingly dragged into rigid molds, like some molds through increased standardized testing, increased homework levels. Novels come into play because they present protagonists, means government kind of thing, who refuse to be defined by someone else, role models who battle against status quo. Status quo means you can say state of affairs, government state of affairs, you can say. So it means state of affairs means that first will come option. Definitely, if we don't know the meaning of these two words as well as status quo in that paragraph, so you can't find that reading passage. So that will come with F. It will come first one. Okay. Now G paragraph. G is here. You can see this G paragraph. So how long is this trend going to last? Means what? How long is this trend going to last? So you can just easily find the meaning. So here, will outlive it. Literature accomplishment will outlive it. So only these two options are left. Fifth one and this already dead. But let's read the paragraph full, then we will decide. Guardian is to be believed it is already been replaced by a new wave of gritty realism by John have certainly dwindled, or for this hasn't stopped film companies from scheduling new releases. However, and T-series such as this is still on air. Perhaps the market for novels has stagnated. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Of course, this also denoting the same meaning. Definitely, okay. Last line. One thing is for certain. However, the changes the trend has affected on YA literature are here to stay. So I will go with this fifth number. Answer last is fifth number. Now coming to next type of question, that is short answer type. Let's find it very fast. According to the writer, what was the first novel? First novel, yes, it was in B paragraph. They were talking about origin and all. In B paragraph, they were talking about, see, itself meaning bad place and all. Okay. Huxley Brave New World and Orwell's commonly regarded as the first dystopian novel. So what we can use it? We can use three words. So we will write this word. Brave New World. No. Brave New World will come because this is writer's name. Okay. We will write it. So I have written that Brave New World. So I will show it to you again. Huxley's Brave New World is given. You can see, but this is person's name, so we will write Brave New World. This is the name of first book. So next question, according to the writer, which author initiated YA this genre? This word was also in the same paragraph. So here is the word, as you can see this. So which author? Commonly novels it firmly into the genre were published more than 75 years ago. Even the first, we were looking for this novel is older than this. Louis Lowry's The Giver, which came out in 1993. Firmly, okay, let's read it. Commonly regarded as the first novel, that we have already know that these are the things that fit firmly into genre, were published 75 years ago. Even the first novel is then older than this. Okay, which came out in this. Let's read the question statement. Which author initiated which author initiated this? So which author initiated this genre? So first author is this, second is this. Commonly regarded at first that fit firmly into genre were published more than 75 years ago. Even the first novel is older than this Lois. So this person name, can we write it this? Which came out in 1993, while these are individual examples from previous decades. So firmly into genre were published 75 years ago. So I will write this Louis Lowry, okay, because no other only this person's name was there, otherwise this book's author was there. So which author? We need to write author name. So how does Dave Astor describe dystopian novels? So this person name we need to find. Dave Astor. So we have got first two questions location here. Now I am looking for the person name Dave Astor. Person name you can easily find it because first and second, these letters are capital. So you can see this this is Dave Astor. So let's read the question statement again because I have forgotten that question statement. Dave Astor describe, how does Dave Astor describe these novels? Okay, so novels, dystopian novels according to author and book critic Dave Astor feel honest in this regard as they do not patronize their readers nor they do not attempt to sugarcoat. How does realize? So we can go with honest. He realized that feel honest in that regard. So nothing else can come as do not patronize nor do not. Okay. So everything is nor. So he is saying feel honest. So we will write honest. So only one positive word was there. He described it honest. Otherwise patronage and all he was telling neither nor. Okay. So 11th, according to this person, which element is present in all novels? Okay. First I will find this and which element is present, and next one is gray. Things like increased standardized testing and homework levels are threat to what? Okay. First this, which element? Now in next paragraph this person name is here. So which element he is asking offers a different explanation. The dystopian trend, she says, is a worrying sign of times to come. Okay. What all these stories have in common is that all assume that environmental catastrophe is not only imminent but also completely inevitable. Okay. Different says worrying sign. What all these stories have in common is that they all assume, so this name will come, is not only imminent but also completely inevitable. So this is the element she is going to describe, any environmental catastrophe. Let's write it. Let's read it again so that we can finalize the answer. Which element is present in all dystopian novels? Is present in all. Okay. So is not only imminent but also completely inevitable, and all is also there. That all assume that is not only imminent but also completely. So this answer will come. So I have written answer here. According to Gray, things like increased standardized testing and homework levels are a threat to what? So we know this location, last paragraph. So here in this paragraph, after this paragraph, I have found this word here. Notes are so popular today. However, this person says notes. What has also changed in recent years is humanity's approach to personal identity and young people role in society. Okay, changed in says are increasingly dragged into rigid molds. Increased standardized testing word was also there. Increased homework level come into play because they present protagonists who refuse to identify by someone else, role models who battle the status quo. But he is asking what has changed in recent years. Humanity's approach to personal identity has changed and young people's role in society. Young people's role. So these are 3 words, but we have to write. Let's see. So 3 words are allowed, but let's read the question. Things, not person's role. Like increased standardized testing and homework levels are a threat to what? Person's identity. Threat to what? Definitely person's identity. Okay, last question. Correct. Which is the best title for reading passage? History of, only in one paragraph they were giving history. The vein of, the vein, I don't know the meaning of this. Okay, how dystopian? No, we can find it from Google, but in exam we are not having any Google. How dystopian fiction has shaped the world? Shaped the world. The draw of, so we can select out of these 2, but shaped the word is not correct way. So fiction, the draw of how it has come into the like the draw of fiction, this thing, how it has come into trend. So we can go with D1.